So here I have a person object. Inside this person object, I have a name property. I have this greet method, and I have this greet method. And inside this greet method, I also have this console.log outer this. Inside this greet method, I also have function ina, and I am calling this function ina inside of this greet method. Now let's see what happens if I run this program. If I run it, I have this I'm going to see this output, which is outer this John Doe, and the ina this, which is becoming the undefined. Now the reason for this undefined is that when I run the program, the ina function has its own this context, which does not inherit it from which does not inherit the this from the outer grid method. So when the ina runs, the this points to the global object, or the undefined in which is the global object which is undefined in strict mode, not the personal object. That is causing the this.name to be undefined. So one of the solution we can provide for one of the solution that we can provide for this issue is to create a variable is to create a variable and store this inside that variable. Let's create a variable on top of this function. I'm going to create a variable here. I'm going to call it let me say red self, which is going to be equal to this. Now instead of saying this dot name, I am going to say self dot name. Now if I run this program again, as you can see, now I have outer this John Doe and inner this John Doe. Let's go in deep what is happening. So we are storing this in a variable to preserve the reference to the correct this, and the one from the outer function, uh, which is the one from the outer function, so that the inner function can still have an access to it. So the reason is that in JavaScript, the regular inner function one is a function ziba ziri mu zindi function mo imbere nyine, nizo twita regular inner function, zi creating icyo twakita their own this context, icyitwa their own this context, like their own this, they create their own this, which means the this inside of those regular inner function does not automatically refer to the outer functions this. So by saving it inside another variable, we keep the link to the original this before it gets lost when entering to the inner functions scope. Muri makeya dufata iyi this tukayistoringa mu yindi variable kugira ngo iriya inner function ize kuba igifite access kuri correct object iriya yo hejuru ya object person ibanza, ariko ize kuba ifiteho access ariko noneho ishingiye kuri outer function. Nimvuga ishingiye kuri outer function, ndi kuvuga iyi function n'ubundi muri rusange. Outer function ni iyi ngiyi iri hano bino biri hanze y'iyi inner function. Iyo tugezemo hano mo imbere, iyi this iba yabuze. So kugira ngo tuyigumane turayifata tuyistoringe muri no variable yitwa self, then nitugeramo hano mo imbere turaba tugifite ibyo yahoranye kare mbere yuko tugeramo hano, ariko iyo idahari ntabwo twakoreshamo hano this, kubera ko this time iyi this iraba iri kurifaringa kuri global object, kandi global object muri strict mode iba ari undefined.